Hello, good evening. Well, thank you, Olivia. That's my niece there. This, preparing for this evening tonight has been, like Sharon said, quite a challenge for me. I want to thank Sharon for the beautiful introduction. I want to thank the Foothills Community Action Partnership excuse me, and the Youth Investment Project for having me here tonight. And thank you all for all the work that you do. But yeah, I've performed in Rupp Arena next door. And I performed in front of big crowds, but I don't have a lot of experience in public speaking. So this will be my first experience in public speaking, and it's a challenge. And I thank Sharon for once again challenging me to do something new and different. If I get emotional, if I get emotional as I'm sharing with you tonight, just bear with me, please. I would like to begin with a quote that I discovered while doing some research for tonight. Success is not measured by what you accomplish, but by the opposition you have encountered and the courage with which you have maintained the struggle against overwhelming odds. Excuse me. And that is a quote from Orison Swett Marden. Another true but interesting quote I found was, "The only place you'll find success before work is in the dictionary." And I thought that was pretty funny, but very true. I'm not really here tonight to give a speech. I've tried to put down an outline to tell you a little bit about my story and where I came from to where I am today. And I'll try to stay on my little outline here and not ramble too much. But Sharon told me when she was inviting me here that one of the themes tonight and for the competition was the steps to success. And success, I think, means different things to a lot of people. To me, success means maintaining a healthy body and mind, giving and receiving love, and being able to earn a living doing something that you enjoy, something that you love. And to me, if I can maintain all those things throughout my life, I feel like that I will have been a success. So I put together a little list of things that I thought were steps to success. I look back on my life and the things that I've done in my life, and I didn't really know I was doing them at the time, but now that I look back, I see how I accomplished my goals, some of my goals. I think the important thing is, as I said earlier, when I was younger, I thought if there's some way I can make a living doing something that I like, then it wouldn't be work. Then I wouldn't be always looking at the clock, wondering when the quitting bell was going to ring, or dreading getting up and going to work. So I think I would like to ask you all tonight to ask yourselves what your passion is. What are your hobbies? What are some of the things that you like to do that when you're doing them, you lose all track of time. You get so lost in it that you're not looking at the clock. You're not thinking about anything but what you're doing because you love it and because you enjoy it so much. And my hobbies, like Sharon said, I grew up here in Kentucky. My hobbies, I grew up until I was 10 years old in Mercer, and 9 years old in Mercer County in Harrodsburg. We lived on a little farm. And then my father got this great job opportunity. We moved up to the Appalachian Mountains in the Daniel Boone National Forest, and he got a job at the Cathedral Domain where he was a camp manager there. And he was a jack of all trades. He could pretty much do anything. He was a construction worker before he got this job at the Cathedral Domain. And my brothers and I would do everything from mowing the grass to cleaning the toilets to helping, you thought that was funny, to cleaning the cabins and to help serve dinner. We'd lead hikes, we'd lifeguard. We'd do all kinds of different stuff up there at the camp. And some of my hobbies when I was little, I was playing football since I was 7 years old. I played football for Sharon's husband, Hoover Neese, and with her son, Jeremy Neese. We'd ride motorcycles, go mudding and four-wheeling up in the hills. But one thing that moving to that camp did for me is it gave me access for the first time to a piano. There was a rec hall downstairs in the apartment that we lived in at the camp. And I would go down there and I would tinker around on it and play and just try to pick things out that I'd heard on the radio. And my mother and my father always had a passion for music. There was always music in the house. My mother would sing at church and perform solos at church. At Christmas time, our whole family would sing Christmas carols in harmony. You would have thought it was the Osmond family Christmas show or something on TV. But we always got together and we always sang. And music for me was something that when I did it, I got completely lost in it. Football, I loved it, but I didn't love going to football practice. That's for sure. And I remember my freshman year, Hoover had just retired, and my brother had graduated. My brother Tim had graduated Estill County High School. My brother, they used to call him Tomcat, and he was the high school quarterback. And when he left, and I was always Tomcat's little brother, and I always hung out with all my brother's friends and wanted to, excuse me, wanted to be like them, wanted to hang out with the big guys. And when he left, and my first year in high school was one of the hardest times for me because I guess I realized maybe what a brat I'd been to all my brother's friends because they were kind of hard on me my freshman year. I felt like at football practice they hit me a little harder. And so that freshman year was a tough year for me, and there was a point during the year that I wanted to quit.